Hello and welcome to Mom Your Way, the podcast for moms who are ready to stop second-guessing themselves and start showing up with calm, confidence, and self-trust. I'm Lauren LaSalle, mentor, mom, and fellow human in the middle of messy motherhood. Around here, we don't do perfection, we do presence. Each week, you'll hear honest conversations, gentle encouragement, and grounded support to help you tune into your own wisdom, care for yourself without guilt, and mother in a way that actually works for you. Because your way is the right way. So let's take a deep breath and begin. Welcome back. We are in episode 4 of Rewriting the Script, and this episode is especially close to my heart because it's where we begin to rewrite the unhelpful stories. These are the stories that we identified in episode 1, the stories that get stuck in our body like we explored in episode 2, the stories that we try to interrupt in the heat of the moment like we practiced in episode 3. So, now what? You've noticed your story. You felt it in your body. Maybe you've even caught it mid-spiral. But how do you actually shift it? We don't shift it by forcing ourselves to think positive or by telling ourselves to just calm down, because those very rarely work and usually leave us feeling worse. What does work is creating believable, compassionate replacements, thoughts that feel like a bridge. So let me explain. If your thought is, I'm failing as a mom, jumping straight to thinking, I'm an amazing mom, might feel impossible and unrealistic, and your nervous system will probably not buy it. But a bridge thought might be, I'm having a hard day, and that doesn't mean I'm failing. So do you see the difference? We are not going to the opposite extreme. We're just opening a new door, creating space for a gentler truth. So let's go through a few more examples. If your original thought is, I'm doing everything wrong, your bridge thought could be, I'm learning as I go, and that's okay. If your original thought is, I can't handle this, your bridge thought could be, this is hard, and I'm doing the best I can right now. If your original thought is, I'm too emotional, your bridge thought could be, I feel things deeply, and that can be a strength. These bridge thoughts acknowledge the reality of your experience without adding shame or blame. They let you stay grounded while gently shifting the script. And you can also create mantras or reminders that help you in specific moments. One that's really good is, I don't have to do this perfectly. I just have to stay connected. Or I am allowed to need support. And if you want, you can even write your mantras on sticky notes, or save them as your phone wallpaper, say them out loud when you're brushing your teeth, making coffee, doing the dishes, because repetition matters. Just like those old thoughts became beliefs through repetition, whether or not you are conscious of it, your new thoughts need to do the same thing. Every time you return to a more compassionate story, you are creating new pathways in your brain, and you are actually rewiring how you relate to yourself. So let's take a few minutes right now to practice this. Close your eyes or lower your gaze if that feels better. Take a slow breath in and a long breath out. Think of a thought that you notice has been showing up a lot lately, something that is unkind or unhelpful that you have been saying to yourself. What is this thought? Now ask yourself, what is a gentler, more supportive version of this thought? One that is still believable to you in this moment. So say it in your mind, whisper it to yourself, let it land in your body. Notice how you feel, and even the tiniest shift matters. And then this is the practice. Not perfection, not getting it right every time, but noticing, naming, and choosing again and again and again. You are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. You are just carrying stories that were never yours to begin with. And now you are learning to tell a new one. So in our next and final episode, we will talk about what it looks like to sustain this work and how to offer yourself compassion when you do fall back into old patterns, because that happens. That's normal. And the way forward isn't by being perfect. It's by being kind to yourself. So I will see you in the last episode next week. Thank you so much for listening to the Mom Your Way podcast. You can help support the podcast by taking a minute to rate and review it or share a favorite episode with a fellow mama. Visit laurenlasalle.com for free resources, information about my programs, and to join my email list. You can connect with me on Instagram at @IamLaurenLasalle or email me at lauren@laurenlasalle.com. See you next week.